Hey, it's Ken Kraetzer for CBSI Services and PACE Professional Association for Customer Engagement. Day 2 of their Washington Summit. Have a chance to talk with Rebekah Johnson, who gave a presentation yesterday on some of the challenges of trying to prevent robocalling, but also allowing companies to be able to contact their customers. Rebekah, good to see you. How's the conference been for you?
It's been really good. The PACE conference is always very informational and top of the line of what's happening here in D.C.
Very good. Some very good sessions between Amy Walters' presentation and hearing from regulators at the FTC and the Federal Communications Commission yesterday. What were some of the key points that you've heard and thought were real important at the meeting so far?
Thus far, keeping up with the TCPA regulation and trends there, and data privacy is definitely becoming a hot topic within the organizations. And really, I think we're still trying to figure out how do we apply GDPR to our everyday practices and rules, and what does this do with technology and how we store information. That was a hot topic that we could have kept going all day on yesterday.
And of course, the GDPR is the European Union's Data Privacy Act, which went into place in May, and the regulators were saying it's something they're looking at as a possible model of what one organization is doing and following. But you led a session in the afternoon on the whole question of preventing robocalling. I mean, I got 2 crank calls myself yesterday, and everybody's bothered. Lois Griesman of the FTC said they had 7 million complaints about it last year. But unfortunately, there's some adverse consequences to some of the remedies. Maybe you could explain that.
Right, so we refer to these as false positives, and what that is legal callers are being labeled as fraud or scam or high risk to the consumer, and that's because the carriers and their analytics engine partners are only looking at call patterns, which is not a good way to distinguish legal versus illegal.
And you've been leading a committee from PACE, the Communications Protection Coalition, coming up with remedies and some technical solutions, working with carriers. Tell us a little bit about where that group is right now.
Yes, so we are having our 5th meeting tomorrow, and within that organization, we have actually achieved some things with the carriers for registration of numbers. It's still falling short of what the enterprise needs. Therefore, that's what we're going to cover tomorrow. Also, the Know Your Customer concept. This is something that's very well known in the financial side. We're seeing this merge over into telecommunications for the Know Your Customer so that we can ensure that fraudulent actors don't actually deliver the calls. So we're trying to prevent them from being able to use this channel through a Know Your Customer process.
Very good. And tell us a little bit about your company, Numeracle.
So Numeracle was founded in January of this year in response to the call blocking and labeling, and really simply put, we give visibility and control into the new ecosystem so that our clients can see whether or not their calls are being labeled fraud or scam. And have one really exciting announcement that we made this week. Numeracle has partnered with NobleBiz in order to bring a full solution set with the local presence numbers in order to reduce risks around those as well. So we're very excited about that.
Rebekah Johnson, great to see you here at PACE, and a great job leading that coalition.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Hey, good to see you, Rebekah Johnson from Numeracle. This is Ken Kraetzer for CBSI Services and PACE Professional Association for Customer Engagement in Washington, D.C.